Iconoclash.
Buongiorno, compares, and welcome to Iconoclash. Tonight, we stir up the simmering Sunday sauce of celebrity spite to get to the bottom of a mafiosi meltdown turned podcast punch-up. Sammy the Bull Gravano versus Michael Franzese. So hit the mattresses, feud fiends, and let's take a bite out of this beef brajol. The story stretches back to the blood-soaked streets of 80s and 90s New York City, where La Cosa Nostra still ruled the underground. Salvatore Sammy Gravano, the 5'5" Gambino underboss with a temper hotter than a pizza oven, was John Gotti's right-hand killer, admitting to 19 murders before flipping in 1991. He testified against his boss, the Teflon Don, got witness protection, blew it with more crimes, and now hawks stories on YouTube and podcasts. Michael Franzese, the smooth-talking Colombo capo dubbed the Yuppie Don, claims he raked in millions from gas tax scams without spilling blood, quit the life in the 90s without ratting, found Jesus, and turned into a motivational speaker preaching redemption. Both left the mob for the spotlight, positioning their egos on a collision course in the legitish world where they began spilling beans for bucks. Gravano, fresh from prison, drops his book Underboss and chats with everyone from podcasters to Diane Sawyer, painting himself as the ultimate survivor. Franzese presents his own tales, like in Blood Covenant, boasting he earned $8 million a week without racking up a body count. The verbal shots start ringing out in 2021 on a Valuetainment podcast sit-down. Franzese calls Gravano a rat for breaking omerta, questions his murder tally as exaggerated, and smirks that Sammy's just jealous of his clean exit. Gravano fires back, labeling Franzese a phony who never pulled a trigger, inflated his earnings, and was a low-level hustler at best. It escalates to shouting. Franzese yells about Sammy's betrayal. Gravano threatens to break your fucking jaw, and the host plays referee. Viewers eat it up, with some calling it mobster therapy gone wrong, and others dubbing it the rat versus the quitter. Round 2 drags into the 2020s, with both milking the feud for clicks. In 2022, Franzese tells Vlad TV that Gravano's stories are embellished bullshit to sell books, while Sammy retorts on his Our Thing podcast that Franzese was a nobody in the Colombo family, dodging real heat by quitting early. By 2025, the sauce is still simmering. Franzese drops a June YouTube vid comparing their legacies, shading Sammy as a serial killer turned snitch. And Gravano claps back on TikTok, calling Michael a Hollywood fake who never whacked nobody. A June appearance together on News Nation's Banfield turns tense, debating mob decline with veiled digs at each other's honor. These guys have their own respective fan bases now, with some hailing Franzese as the classy survivor, and others slamming him as a grifter, while Gravano's painted variously as the real deal or a backstabbing opportunist. Before we get into the fallout, if you follow these guys' content, comment below whose shtick or story you buy into. The feud's aftermath is a never-ending omerta breach. No guns drawn, just endless podcasts, books, social media snipes raking in the views. Gravano, now 80, pushes merch from his Arizona hideout, while Franzese, 74, tours churches and TEDx-style gigs preaching anti-mob life. In a 2025 Rolling Stone piece, insiders whisper the beef stems from jealousy. Sammy resents Michael's clean image, while Franzese envies Gravano's notoriety from the Gotti takedown. A fresh TikTok spat in August has Gravano mocking Franzese's gas scam as petty theft, and Franzese firing back that Sammy's 19 bodies make him a monster, not a man. Fans debate if it's genuine hate or staged heat for algorithms. So, who is the winner in this made-man meltdown? Gravano, the admitted killer who ratted to save his skin? John Gotti was caught on FBI tapes bad-mouthing him, blaming him for murders, and setting him up to take the fall. If you believe Sammy, he took a common-sense position. If my boss is already ratting on me behind my back, why should I go down loyal? It might be a breach of code, but he makes a convincing argument that John Gotti was the real rat. He's the one on tape giving up names. Sammy told Diane Sawyer, John's a double-crosser. I'm a master double-crosser. We played chess, and he lost. Or do we pin the win on Franzese, the self-proclaimed prince who quit without consequence, but drags others to boost his brand? He holds firm that he never flipped, never testified against anyone. He did his time, then quietly pulled out of the life. A rare example of a guy that got to live the life and still lived to talk about it. Whether it was through cooperation or quitting, both men are firm that they made the choices they made first and foremost to protect their wives and kids. Both broke the code in their own way, one with testimony, the other with tell-alls. But is it fair to break a code before the code breaks you? Drop your takes in the comments, Feud Fiends. Is Sammy the authentic thug, or just a jealous snitch? Does Franzese deserve props for walking away, or is he a glorified con artist? That's all for today. Join us next time when we dissect another star-studded spat that'll make you glad you're not famous. Have a good day, or head down to the pet store and fill up your bathtub so you can see what it's like to sleep with the fishes.
Is your choice.
Like us, subscribe to us, submit to us. Until next time, Feud Fiends, this has been Iconoclash.